Okay, you'll need your piece of cardboard, an eraser, a ruler with the inches, and a pencil with a point. Make sure you put your name, teacher's name, and table number on the back. Alright. I don't really care, it doesn't matter. Okay, first thing you're going to need to do is make guidelines for how far you're going to cut into your cardboard. So look here, these are all different lengths. We want them all to be the same length. So we're going to make these guidelines a 1/2 inch into the cardboard. So we're going to measure, and you could go anywhere. I'm going to go from the 3 to the 3.5 and mark at the 1/2. And I'm making a vertical mark with the pencil. Alright, I'm going to switch to magic marker so you can see it better. So right here, 3, 3.5. Alright, and that doesn't matter where you start as long as it's a 1/2 inch. So I could put it right here at 4.5. Make sure it's right there on that edge of the cardboard, and then go a 1/2 inch in, and I still have my mark. Okay, then I'm going to flip it around to the other side, make a 1/2 inch mark, and I'll just make it simple. I'll just always use the 3 and go to the 1/2 mark, go to the 3 on the edge, and go to the 1/2 mark. And then I'm going to connect those lines, and that will give my guideline. So I'm just going to line my ruler up, and I have to hold it with my finger, my pointing finger, and my thumb. So I want to hold them there. If I hold them here, they're in the way. I want to hold them out of the way, make sure I can see my 2 marks and that they're lined up just right, and I want to press my pencil up against the ruler and let it guide my pencil in a straight line down to make the guide mark. I'll do it again on the other side. Remember, this is where I'm going to stop cutting. So I want to, and my fingers are out of the way. I can see my guide marks. They're even. They're not, this is not even. Okay, that's not even. Now I can't even see a guide mark, so I have to make sure both my guide marks are peeking out from underneath my ruler exactly the same. Then I'm going to use the ruler as a guide for my pencil, so I'm pressing up against the ruler. So now I have my guidelines. Alright, get that done. After you've made your guidelines, we're going to make 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch marks to guide us for trimming it off. So I'm putting it right on the edge of 4. You can put it right on the edge of whatever. You can even put it right on the edge of your ruler. I was just taught to not trust the edge of the ruler, so I go to the middle, because sometimes they get broken off or cut off or whatever. So I go right on the inside, so that don't let that confuse you. Okay, so you're going to be putting it, if you want to go every 1/2 inch, because you don't want to do a lot of work, that's fine. Go every 1/2 inch on the ruler. Okay, we're not making that mark there because we're not cutting that off, or we're going to end up with a crooked thing. So every 1/2 inch I put a mark. Then I go to the other side, but because that side's fatter than the other side, I don't want to flip the card around. Do not flip the card around. Just slide your ruler down to the bottom. Just slide the ruler down to the bottom, line up that inch mark with the edge of the cardboard, and mark again every 1/2 inch. Okay, see, there's an extra wide one down there. It matches the one up there. That's important, because when you string it, you want them to be the same. And then from here, all I'm going to do is, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to make any more line marks. Get to that point. Okay, if you want to do yours more than a 1/4 inch, you want to do a lot more weaving and be a tighter weave. This will be a loose weave. Tighter weave, you're going to go every 1/4 inch. We don't want to mark close to the edge. We'll leave that a half at the edge and then go every 1/4 inch on the inside. And then remember, we got to leave that 1/4 inch on the end. Don't mark it because we tend to cut whatever we mark. So don't mark those two end marks. Now again, we want to slide it down, line it up, and every 1/2 inch, or every 1/4 inch, skipping the first one, every 1/4 inch, so that we can cut it. Remember to leave that edge over there. Okay? So if you're going to be cutting every 1/4 inch, you're going to be cutting like that. Just stop right there at the guide mark. We want to stop at the guide mark every 1/4 inch. Remember, I put 1/4 inch marks there for those people who want to do 1/4 inch. But you're only going to put whatever you're going to cut, and you're stopping right at that 1/2 inch guide mark. Right? If you're doing the 1/4 inch, you're going to go ahead and trim those all up too. So, and stop right where you're supposed to. And not only do it this side, but I'm going to do the other side also. Now I got to get your warp threads ready. So, once we do that side, we have to go around and do the same thing to this side. If at any point you need, I'm going to rerun